How's it going, everybody? Adrian Simple here, and welcome back to the Gaming Observer for Thursday, July 16th. My friends, I hope you're having an absolutely tremendous day. Let's go ahead and continue it with some video game news. Sony has apparently increased their order of PlayStation 5s to their manufacturers. So previously, they had ordered an initial 6 million units to be sold before the end of the year, or at least to be in possession of before the end of the year. And now they are targeting somewhere between 9 and 10 million units. Bloomberg reports that 5 million of those will be produced before the end of September, and then the other 5 million getting made through the rest of the year. You know, just for context here, it took 9 months for the PlayStation 4 to sell 10 million units. And they are now at least preparing for that amount to be manufactured before the year is up. So that's more like a 1 to 3 month turnaround, depending on when the console comes out. As for the reasoning of this major ramp-up, there's nothing official, but obviously indoor entertainment like video games has just skyrocketed in the last few months, and probably isn't going away anytime soon. So selling units may be more likely to happen around the holiday season compared to other years. Sony isn't the only one. Facebook has also been ramping up production for the Oculus VR headsets. Anyway, folks, this doesn't necessarily impact us gamers all that much, but it is an interesting insight into how that industry operates. Pro Evolution Soccer has just provided an update to their upcoming games. In a nutshell here, they are currently developing an Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5 entry of the series, and they are moving it to the Unreal Engine. However, because of how much work is going into that game, which would normally come out next year, that means this year's annual entry is going to be pared back. So just to lay it out here, normally they would have released a PES 2021 sometime within the next 6 months, but they are currently focused on making PES 2022, which would come next year. So instead, PES 2021 is going to be arriving in the form of a content update for PES 2020, which is the latest playable game. So we were expecting an entirely new entry of the game this year, but it's not going to be that anymore. It's going to be a purchasable season update to the latest playable game, just to hold people over. And honestly, I'm not familiar with this company, so I don't know the lay of the land with this, but I think it is a really good move, and something that annual franchises should be doing more often. You know, in the case of WWE, they also took a break, but that was because 2K20 just didn't sell well at all, and EA has never done anything like this, so it's a nice breath of fresh air anyway. People have been talking about it for a very long time. Ooblets is now available in early access. This is a village simulator a la Stardew Valley, but they have collectible critters called Ooblets, a la Pokemon. It's a very cute game, and the reviews thus far have been pretty positive on it. And according to them, they're planning for the game to be in early access for around a year, with major updates along the way. And if you want to pick it up, it's 20% off for the next week on the Epic Game Store. That's around $20, and it's also available on the Xbox One. And finally, available to play in a few days is the newest game from Sucker Punch, the hotly anticipated Ghost of Tsushima. The reviews are out, and the game has been received generally well. I haven't had the chance to read any of those reviews in depth, but certainly a number of gaming outlets had a great time with it. Destructoid said that it was so good that Sucker Punch deserves to, quote, be in the same conversation as Insomniac, Naughty Dog, and Sony Santa Monica, end quote. Meanwhile, some outlets like Kotaku and Polygon and Eurogamer, they've been a little bit more negative on it, in one case calling it just another open-world game. Definitely give it a look, though. Honestly, it looks like a ton of fun, and certainly the setting of 13th century Japan is an enticing one. Alright folks, that's going to wrap us up for today. Thank you so much for joining me here. And folks, if you are currently listening on Amazon, I'm going to play for you yesterday's episode of the show. It's just going to automatically play for you here, because I did have an uploading issue, so you might have missed it. If you did happen to hear it, or you're just not interested, please feel free to skip it, and otherwise I'll be back tomorrow with the news. So until next time, my friends, happy gaming, everyone.